Hey, how we doing? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play, and somehow Activision just continues to get worse, and then when you stop to think that Microsoft wants to buy them for $69 billion, and PlayStation's against it, the whole thing's a trip. So, previously we've been talking about how older Call of Duties have become very unsafe to play, as once you get on them, it's just filled with hackers. They get access to your bank account, your IP address. They fill your PC with a whole bunch of shit. They crash your game, which is probably the least concerning thing about all that. But I kept hearing from some people saying, but it's just older titles. Who really gives a fuck? Well, now it's happening to Cold War. Cold War's not even that old. It came out in 2020? But from Activision's point of view, any Call of Duty that's older than 12 months is considered old to them. So just a quick little recap. Over the past, I want to say 2 weeks, Activision has been shutting down third-party clients that allowed you to safely play older COD titles because Activision sure as shit wasn't doing anything with them. And you still had to buy the game, most of them at full price still, so they were still making money from it, but they just wanted to shut them down so they could keep focusing on pushing out bundles on their newer games. And it's going to happen with MW2. MW2 later this year, when MW3 launches, that game's going to be done. They're not going to give it any further support. They're going to be done with it, and it's going to become filled with hackers as well. And it will eventually happen with Warzone. Once they move on to the next iteration of Warzone, this one's going to become unplayable. So Black Ops Cold War isn't safe to play as Exploit gives away IP address and crashes lobbies. Again, crashing lobbies, really not the biggest concern in this whole thing. A serious exploit has been uncovered in Black Ops Cold War that allows other players in the same lobby to steal IP addresses, putting the community's personal information at risk. What a fucking joke. And now we have Charlie Intel tweeting about it. If Charlie Intel is putting information out about that, that means that this is a widespread issue. Well, at least wide enough for it to be considered widespread, because if it was just a handful of cases, they wouldn't touch it. So there's currently an exploit in Black Ops Cold War on all platforms where a person can gain access to a player's IP, crash their game, or potentially cause other issues. No indication so far of it happening in MW2 or Warzone 2. Well, I just spoke about what's going to happen with those two in the next few months. Activision has not addressed this, nor have they stated they are aware of this problem. Would be best to avoid Cold War till it's fixed. Now, over the most recent CODs, I would say Cold War is actually the best one. However, Activision has not addressed this, and nor will they address it, even though I believe personally that they are aware of a lot of these issues. They just don't give a fuck. We saw earlier, I think it was early this year or late last year, there was the Black Ops 3 Resurgence Day where a whole bunch of players were back to Black Ops 3 in an attempt to get Activision's awareness of the issues with the servers of that game. And they saw that and they put out an update for that game only for the hackers to get around it in, I think it was like a day or something like that. So that didn't last long. So I think they are aware. They just don't give a fuck. Because this way they can keep pushing their current COD and their current reskinned bundles. MW2's bundles are just reskinned bundles from 2019's Modern Warfare. Absolute joke, and they'll probably do the same thing when it gets to MW3. How Activision continues to anger the community, especially over these past 2 weeks, is something else. There is a reason why MW2 is being outsold by older CODs, so that way people can play them on Plutonium. I mean, Plutonium's still up, at least as of now. I mean, I had a few matches of Black Ops 2 this morning, and that was actually kind of fun. So Plutonium's still up as of now if you want to go back and play some of the older ones, but who knows how long that will last. This whole situation is an absolute fucking joke. So you tell me how you feel about this in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com, and I'll see you all in the next video.